Hello, crafty friends. This is the Paper Chef here. Welcome to part 2 of my annual catalog unboxing. This catalog goes live on May 2nd, 2023. In this video, we're going to share the products from the Zoo Crew suite. We'll do that last because we're going to craft with them. We're going to make something with these. I'm curious to see how the dies coordinate with the paper and all that good fun stuff. And I've actually already opened the stamp set, which I'll tell you about on career day, that I attended a career day with second graders and opened it. We're going to open these two designer series papers. They're called Country Inn designer series paper. And we're going to open this one, Fresh as a Daisy. I have something special in this box here. It's a special new tool for demonstrators only. So I want to open that new tool. And yeah, come say hello when you jump in, because that would be awesome. And I could say hi to you. Now, if you missed part 1 of the series of this unboxing, we played with, and don't mind the mess, this is me actually just playing with the new colors. These are the new in colors: Copper Clay, Boho Blue, Wild Wheat, Moody Mauve, Pebbled Path. So we stamped and we used the blends and we used the markers. And then I took out the new colors, returning colors, and we played with them. Some of them are in this box. I mixed a lot of stuff together. So you missed all those colors. Check that out. And if you're interested in my digital download of labels, check out the link in the description for my digital download of labels. We're going to be using, for example, Lemon Lime Twist today. That's in this folder. I label my cardstock a lot, and my cards and my projects. I don't necessarily label my markers a lot, but we did discuss in the video that you can use your labels to label markers if you have a hard time seeing those like tiny font here on these blends and markers and things, so you can use labels to keep organized. All right, so now let's get started. Let's do this Fresh as a Daisy first, because it's one of those papers that go with the coordinating, the colors that I just opened yesterday. So that would be cool to open this first. And this is like an interesting paper too. I say interesting. I'm not sure if you're going to have to do a lot of work to cut these, but I'm thinking this would be a lot of easy card bases, right? All right, so let's first, when I open up a new paper, I like to go over the coordinating colors. So, Fresh as a Daisy, it's going to coordinate with Azure Afternoon, Bubble Bath, Boho Blue. So we've been using, like, these are things I opened yesterday. So those are Azure Afternoon's a new color, Boho Blue's an in color, another new color, Bubble Bath's a new color. Cajun Craze is an old color. That's this one back here, I think. Yeah. And Copper Clay. Maybe it was mixed with Cajun Craze, might be mixed with Copper Clay in here. Maybe that's Copper Clay. Okay. And Copper Clay Crushed Curry. You can see the curry up there. Wow, there's a lot of colors. Early Espresso. So I'm liking that right now, that there's a lot of colors. That means you have a big palette to play with. Early Espresso, Garden Green, Lemon Lolly. Where's the Lemon Lolly? The Lolly's a new color, light color. Lemon Lolly, okay, Moody Mauve. That would be down here, this Moody Mauve. Pebbled Path, that's just your plain old gray that has a little bit of pink in it. Sorry, get tongue twisted here. Pretty Peacock and Wild Wheat. Holy cow, are there a lot of colors in there. So Pretty Peacock, that's this one. And I just had it out because I'm using it for my workshop series I'm working on this month. Holy cow. All right, so that's the first page. Not like in the second page, got to be honest. We have a side A and a side B. So probably they know no one will use this anyway, right? Hardly anyone is going to use that. So they're going to give you all these things that you can use for cards, which is nice. Just, you're going to have to get in there with your trimmer. Personally, I would have preferred that they didn't make it so you have to do so much cutting. So, like, I guess it's okay, because you're going to go like this and you're going to cut this part off. And then you can turn. Okay, let's try that. Let's try it. Let's see how hard it is before I complain about it, okay? I don't like to complain if there's an easy solution. Okay, let's go like this. 4. Okay, these are 4 inches. This might be easy to make cards out of. All right. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm not actually going to complain. I actually like it. It makes my life easier. Whenever you can make things for me to make easy cards with, that I can then use all the Stampin' Up! Coordinated products with. I'm all over that. All right, good. Now we can turn it again. Okay, let's turn it this way. Now there is a little, I do have to get that little bit off there. See, I got a little bit of mauve. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get a sliver. The sliver. Or it's like a, I call it a smidgen. So, you know, you have to get that smidgen off just to keep. All right, but it was easy to get the smidgen off. All right, let's go like this. A smidgen is like less than a 1/16 of an inch. We're going to go out here to 4 inches. So since you're going to have to get the smidgen off anyway, just go ahead and move it over and cut a little bit into it. All right, good. You know, I prefer if they're going to give us all these card bases to just give me a pack of memories and more. Because those I use for card. Okay, got the smidgen off. So this is easy. I mean, we're talking easy peasy. It's just, they're all, I think they want to make it so, you know, because we have different size cards around the world and like different size papers people prefer to use. So, you know, they're making it so this kind of gives you a lot of choices. So I have to keep getting these smidgens off so that the colors don't go into each other. You know, maybe because I'm at an angle. Oh, I finally cut that one on the right line. What are the chances? All right, that's pretty cool. 1, 2. All right, 3. Let's keep going. Let's see if I need any. Yeah, see, I keep missing that smidgen, but I could use my rulers a little more. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you get the idea. I don't need to make you guys wait for that, but okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, even if you don't like the colors, you got to like some of the colors. It's like, you know, I already told you I'm not a garden green person. I don't like necessarily, but look how gorgeous this pretty peacock piece is. Now, my only dilemma is going to be my cardstock share. They're going to get, when I do the cardstock share, I cut everything in 6x6 pieces. Or, I'm sorry, the Designer Series paper share. So this piece, you're not going to get all the, unless I cut it all up for you. Like that. You're going to miss a couple little pieces. All right. So anyway, let's keep going. So we've done that page enough. Yuck on the backside. This just looks like a kindergartner went like with their hands all over, finger painting. But, you know, it is what it is because the other side is beautiful. So people are, and you do like, you know, double-sided paper. So that's pretty cool. These flowers are nice. They're a little painting here. Like how the colors go together. So I'm okay with that piece. Not so great, but it's, oh, now see this side, on this piece, I'm more excited about this piece, believe it or not, than I am about this. It's something about the way that the brown is in the back. It just kind of, this would be good for like a sympathy card, maybe. Like a nice big flowers in the back with a little, if you still have that old daisy punch, not old, but I think it's retired now, but you can punch out a little daisy for the front of your card, make it 3D, and that would be good as a background. But I really like the way that these colors here painted on the side. Very blurry on YouTube. Okay, Michelle, is it blurry for anyone else? Okay, Kathy from Backyard Stamper, can you tell, is the video blurry? Let me look who else is here. I hope it's only blurry for you because it gets, when you first jump onto a video, it's going to be blurry because it has to get in tune. Not in tune, in focus. What am I saying? In tune, as if I'm a musician. All right, hello, Hilda. Hello, Phil from Florida. Wow, you got a lot of people on here already. Okay, Armina's here from Poland. Awesome, I'm glad you're watching me live. That's because I'm on in the morning. It's a Saturday morning here, and it's like, I usually don't go on in the, well, it's not, is it morning still? I don't even know if it's morning or afternoon. It's probably, no, it's Saturday afternoon. I've been in my she shed so long cleaning up from the crafter math of yesterday. I was trying to organize my colors and ran out of the little storage trays, which I have to order more. Anyway, anywho, hello, Sydney from Oregon. Hello, Michelle from Tucson, and Lynn, and Kathy, and Cynthia, and Michelle. Okay, she's saying it's not blurry to her, so it's just your bandwidth. All right, this piece, it's okay. I mean, I'm not jumping for joy, and I'm not a wild wheat person. This is some wild wheat and crushed curry going on. That looks kind of like puke to me, that page on that side. But hey, it is what it is. Oh, I love this page here. I'm just giving you my initial opinion. My honest initial opinion, you know, hey, because it's all about. Yeah, my she shed is going well, Cynthia. Thank you for asking. The back looks like a popular quilt called grunge. Quilt fabric called grunge. Okay. Oh, you mean this is called grunge? Yes, the grunge. That whole grunge look of the painting all over like that. Yeah, it is nice for textures. And then I think what would be nice about this B side is you could take it and you could emboss it, and then it would be really cool with the basics embossing folders. But I'm really loving this piece here. I love the way boho blue goes. Look at that piece of Cajun craze in the middle. I'm thinking that's Cajun craze. Could be copper clay, but it's probably Cajun craze. I mean, in the middle of the boho blue, that's a cool sheet of paper. All right, and this one, it's cute. It's cute. It'll go well with the daisy punch. Okay, I like the back side. Wonder why they didn't put a little blue on the front side to complement the back side, but you know, hey, it's pretty cool. The colors go well together. Yeah, not a pack of paper I would get except for a couple sheets. Okay, Michelle, then you want to do my Designer Series paper share. Be sure to sign up for my newsletter in the description of this video, because I haven't announced it yet, but I will announce it soon. I can't order the paper for the Designer Series paper share until May 2nd. But what I'm thinking I need to do for the Designer Series paper share, just to help everybody out here, since you do get a full sheet of paper, but I cut it 6x6, is I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut this for you. I'm going to cut all these for you so that you get at least all of these, and then you'll be thrilled with the paper. Then you'll be like, at least, no matter what, you'll be like, at least I can make all these cards out of these pieces here. Even if you do the rest of it, you're like, backgrounds, whatever. All right, so I'm going to give it a 7. You know, it's not a 10. Okay? And it's not a bad paper. It's a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's okay. Throw in some paper. Now we are moving on. In this unboxing, we are moving on to this paper here. Okay, she's saying that Kathy's saying the Cheerful Day. I didn't get the Cheerful Daisies bundle, but Kathy will swap with me and I'll get a card from that. I'm not getting that bundle, but I'm glad you're saying that the Cheerful Daisies bundle is fabulous. And hello, Judy from Melbourne, Australia, and Quinn from Minnesota. Was the one you didn't like Pebble Path? No, the one I didn't like. Okay, and hello, Joyce from Maine. Wow, lots of you guys came on. All right, thanks. Yeah, she's saying all these people watching and only 5 thumbs up. Thank you, Cynthia, for being my cheerleader. So please give it a thumbs up if you like the video and you're watching. Okay, let's see. She's saying, is it the one with Pebble Path that I didn't like the back of? All right, there's the Pebble Path. No, actually, I like this paper. That's a good piece of paper. That's nice. So it wasn't that one. It was this one. But I said I didn't like this front, but I like the back. I was saying I like the back because it's pretty peacock. I don't like the front. And this one, I'm like, whatever. Grunt. Anyway, let's do now Countryside Inn. Countryside Inn has Balmy Blue. Okay, the colors are Balmy Blue, Boho Blue. Glad those two go together because I have both. Misty Moonlight, Night and Navy. Okay, this is good. It's like embracing the blues again. You know the Sun Prince Designer Series paper? It's all blues. That's a really cool when you embrace all the blues together. It looks nice, so. Okay, good on this. I'm liking this. Okay, the things I like about this already, I actually like this paper just from the first couple sheets way better than the daisy paper because I love to do a lot of small envelopes, small double-sided treat pouches, things like that, diaper folds. And I love when you have small patterns because you can see them better. Paper purses, box in a bag, all these kinds of things. Matchbook treat boxes. So I'm loving the small patterns. And of course, I love Night and Navy. So yes, home run on this paper. This paper I already like better than the other paper. Oh my God, and who doesn't love bunnies, guys? There's bunnies. Hello. All right, that's the B side. So we can use this for next Easter. Or, I mean, any bunnies are cute anytime, but kind of ironic it's coming out right after Easter. But hey, it is what it is, and we can use it next year. I'm looking at what else is in that little tiny thing. So little tiny flowers. Now, maybe I don't have the die or I'm not getting the dies right. Oh, no, I don't think there's a die for the bunny. And before you ask, I wouldn't even try to attempt to cut those bunnies out with the ScanNCut because look at how they're touching. They're touching this other stuff. So you would never get a clear path around the outside. Although there's a nice line on them, they're touching other things and you'd end up with this big hot mess. I'd know it before I even try it. Ooh, little birds. Okay, this paper's getting better and better. The gift that keeps on giving. I'm liking the tiny birds. And I like these back sides of the paper. And you can see that there's little patterns, you know, this little patterns on there. Okay, this one is kind of a strange pattern, but it's very symmetrical and nice. Okay, look at this, nice. This could be good for nautical cards even. These kind of light blue stripes with the misty moonlight. That looks like a light hue of misty moonlight back there. Oh, cute little foxes. This is my favorite sheet, you guys. Let me wait before I say it's my favorite. No. The trees are even cuter. All right. I'm loving this paper. You can't tell from the catalog. The catalog doesn't do this paper justice because you can't see all these little cuties. And little tiny flowers. Oh, this is going to be so great for little pouches and things. Little Circes and little gift card holders and stuff. All right. These are tiny symmetrical flowers. It reminds me of some symmetrical flowers we had a couple years ago. All right. Nice with the trees. All right. This paper is a 9 out of 10. All right. I'm just saying 9 out of 10 because it's not like I like every sheet, right? Well, I do like every sheet, but except for this one. So I'm saying I'm not really liking this sheet, but I don't dislike it because of the back. But that's why I say 9 out of 10. When I give something a 10 out of 10, it means I like every sheet in the pack. All right, let's keep going. And now we're ready for, a couple things before I open Zany Zoo, because we're doing that last. We had a sale going on. So I was able to get pearlescent specialty paper. Not sure if it's still on sale, the last chance sale. And I was able to get this. I'm not going to open this because it's not even available anymore, I don't think. Lovely in Linen, designer series paper. So that was cool to be able to get some last chance items. So if you're still waiting on your stuff to be shipped from ages ago, don't worry. They are doing double shifts at Stampin' Up! Trying to get caught up. All right, let's do this little guy because I thought this would be fun. Demonstrators are allowed to get supply items. Okay, the one that you don't like is the countryside. And in the countryside is the one that the embossing folder matches up to when embossing. Okay, so this is so good to know. So let's talk about that for a second. You're saying, let's see if I can clarify what Kathy's saying. Kathy's saying the page I don't like, which is this. She said lines up with the embossing folder. All right, now I'm kind of intrigued, but I can't open the catalog to show you what she's talking about, but that's kind of cool. So if this paper embosses, then that paper has a purpose to me. Still not giving it a 10, but it has a purpose, right? And Michelle's saying she loves that paper, likes that paper. Can you fuzzy cut out the daisies? Well, who would want to fuzzy cut? Guys, Quinn, you can fuzzy cut out the daisies, but that would be a lot of work. I mean, if my ScanNCut doesn't do it, I use it as a background paper. Or I punch, my punch and dies doesn't do it, I use it as a background paper. Like, I don't try to fuzzy cut. ScanNCut owners don't fuzzy cut. ScanNCut owners don't let friends fuzzy cut. All right. Let's see. This is, anyway, let me tell you what this is called. I have it's a card holder, but let's see the name of it. So anyway, demonstrators only we can get special things from our supply area. It's called Stampin' Up! White Card Holder. Or maybe it'll be available to others. Right now, it was only available in the supply area, I think. So let's see. I only got one because I wanted to see how cool it would be for I'm doing a demonstration soon, like a Stampin' showcase using this. In June, I'm doing a Stampin' showcase showing this. So if any of my team members are here, I need your help with my showcase, but I thought I would get some of these to put my cards up on. So let me grab up a basket of cards and see how this little guy works. I have a basket of cards here. If you've been missing my series, I'm working right now on this month. The April series is called Irresistible Blooms. Okay, let's see. Do we put the card like that? Or no, here, wait. There's a thing behind it. We can put the card maybe like that. Behind it, there's a little ledge. Nope, we can't put something on the ledge behind it. What is the ledge behind it for? I don't think the thing behind it's for anything. I think you just stick your whole card in there like so. Let's see how many cards we can fit in here. Just 2? Oh, I guess if you have bigger, let's see. We're going to take some cards that are vertical and see if we could put. All right, I like it because you could see the ones in the back very clearly while the ones in the front are standing up. So let's get some of these standing up cards. These are all from the Irresistible Blooms workshop series we're doing. Okay, here's a frame. Let's put that frame down there. Okay, who thought of this design? What the heck? Okay, whoever thought of this design didn't even test it to see that 3 cards would fit. So I'm not bitter. No, I'm just kidding. It fits kind of, but they're really tight, guys. They're really tight. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of a margin here. So, I mean, just give me some stuff to test. I mean, Stampin' Up, seriously. I will put it through the paces and give you my honest opinion. You could do something like that. Let's see. We could do one vertical, one horizontal, and then let them breathe. Maybe something back here. We could let them breathe that way. We'll do like so. Okay, so that might be how I display mine. So I'm going to need a lot more of these. And then you could display some, maybe what I could do is display a 3D item right there. See if I have any 3D items handy. I don't have any 3D items handy, but you get the idea. I could be like displaying 3D items like here and there and in between, you know, just little items that would lean back. So I guess it's, you know, I like it, but I'm not loving it. I just need some more. I think they should have just made it a little bit longer, a little bit, but I do like, I mean, I like it. It's a nice card display, and I can use it in my she shed and get some more of these and put them behind me. Before I got any extras, I was thinking I definitely need to make sure they stand up okay. And they do. They do stay in there pretty well. See, I move them around. So craft fairs, stuff like that, you know, they're gonna move around. I mean, not move around. They're not gonna fall over. Anyway, we made the shaker card in my series there. Putting all these back in my basket. So that was a giant box, guys. Giant box for such a little display. So I like new things though, and my friend Susan, she is going to bring me one of those metal things because I'm gonna have a lot of cards, and like she has these because she goes to craft fairs all the time. I'm more of a virtual. I do a lot of craft fairs. I'm doing one with my church this fall, and my mom and I sell stuff on Etsy, so it's just like one giant virtual craft fair, and through a lot of websites and groups. But the thing is, I've kind of stopped doing them year round because I'm not on military bases anymore where we had them year round, and I was doing them constantly. So I'm letting her give me this like metal display to use, which is going to be cool. All right, let's do what you've all been waiting for, which is the title of the video. And now we're ready for all the rest is going to be done on, we're going to do the rest of this video on this one. It's called Zoo Crew. There's a suite called Zoo Crew. Yeah, don't forget the like button. Carol's saying, thank you, Carol. My cheerleader. Okay, hello, Jan. Nice, happy afternoon. Yeah, it is afternoon. Thank you for telling me it's afternoon. You lose track of time when you're in your she shed, I could tell you that. And I either lock up my phone in a lockbox, or in this case this morning, I didn't lock it up in a lockbox, but I'll show you my lockbox sometime. But it was so dead that I just turned it off and like put it on the charger, and I didn't bring it with me, so I was able to actually get so much done without my phone distracting me. And my computer was also in the other room in the house, and so I had nothing. I have a bunch of old phones. I didn't bring anything. I no phones. I didn't listen to audiobooks. I didn't listen to anything. I just got out here and got in my zone. So anyway, lost track of time. Hello, Jan. Okay, put the vertical ones in the back and horizontal ones in the front. Yes, good idea, Kathy. She's saying put the vertical ones in the back and horizontal cards in the front. Still, my point is, Kathy, even whether I put the horizontal or vertical, why doesn't it hold 3 vertical cards? Why didn't they make it 1 centimeter longer? Like, I don't know. Unless the whole purpose is to breathe and have a lot of space between them, which is fine. There might be a purpose. Okay. So Carol's saying she's glad she's hopped on. Okay. Hi, Melissa. You're not late. Don't worry. You got the notification from Texas. That's cool. All right. Back to this. Okay. The coordinating colors are basic black, crumb cake, lemon lime twist, lemon lolly, petal pink, pool party, and pumpkin pie. So in honor of this happening today, I knew I made some card bases because I thought it'd be fun to do a mystery card. Let me get rid of that box. I'm just throwing the box down there and throwing stuff off my table. So that way we can do, we can play with this and make some lemon lime twist cards. All right, or at least one. So let's do this, and then let's go through the paper, and then we'll open the dies and see which coordinates with the paper. So I'm love this paper. And look, the bunny is even like open. You could color it pink or blue if you wanted to color the bunny. Oh yes, and look at this whimsical backside, the black and white backside of this paper. Oh my goodness, love. So it's called the whole suite is called Zoo Crew. So you have that's the name of the paper, Zoo Crew. Even though the name of the bundle It's called Zany Zoo. It's not called Zoo Crew. That's the name of my workshop series. This is the workshop series, by the way, as you're watching this. And you'll all get 12 sheets of this, 6x6. The workshop series for May and June, it's a 2-month workshop series because I'm going away on an incentive trip to Norway in May. So I have to do a 2-month workshop series just so we can cover all the projects. So anyway, that's my workshop series in May and June. Oh my goodness, gracious cuteness. Look at the elephant holding the banner. I'm showing you the other side too at the same time, just so you can see. Oh my goodness. Party dog. This one looks like just like the stamp, right? The kids were playing with this yesterday. So that's cute. The raccoon with the balloons. Love this paper. Oh my goodness. You got the crocheting. Is this a sheep? A sheep crocheting? Oh my goodness. Knitting. We got the cat dancing on here. Let's see if the cat's dancing on here. No, we got a sloth doing meditation. Oh my God. You know how many, I'm sorry, God, I didn't mean to take your, well, we're not saying it in that way. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. A sloth meditating. It doesn't get any cuter, guys. So far, I'm loving this paper. This paper, oh, alpaca, thank you. It's an alpaca. So the alpaca is knitting. I didn't know if alpacas were so fuzzy like that. I guess they are fuzzy because people sell alpaca wool. A lot of people are like doing the whole alpaca farms, right? Alpaca farming and selling the wool. I love the back of that paper. Oh, this is getting better and better. All right, this is I purposely didn't watch other unboxings unless they were just making something. I didn't watch like a product unboxing because I like to be surprised when I open my unboxing. So you got the turtle singing. There's the turtle singing on here too, see? And then you have your, the frog playing the flute. Bear playing the accordion. Is that like a wild boar or something playing the banjo? This is just adorable, guys. Another little cute pattern for the back. The backs are just black and white, by the way. I'm noticing all the black and white. There's the dancing. What's nice about this paper, which I really love, is it gives you ideas on how to color. So it gives you the nice shading. So that this, like, what do we say? What do we say? Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie. That's this one. So it's showing you like the pumpkin pie blends. Although that kind of looks, yeah, I mean, it is pumpkin pie, but it kind of looks more brownish on this paper. So it's the same little guy as this one. It gives you an idea how to color your stamp. I am loving this paper. So I'm stocking up on this paper. Oh, and the pig. Okay, gets an 11 out of 10. This paper is 11 out of 10 because I love every single sheet. I love every single back side of the sheet. And there's a pig. So it gets an 11 out of 10. A pig with a backpack. We got a skunk with a bird on its head. A lion roasting marshmallows. Okay, and what was... some of these colors don't seem like... They're saying lemon lime twist is in this paper, but that's not even lemon lime twist. And there's no other color like that. So I'm thinking that maybe on the website, if you go on the website, there might be other colors. Well, no, we can't go to the website yet, but I can open the catalog. Not to you guys. You guys can't see it. But I am going to open the catalog and see. Nope, it doesn't say anything else about it. It says lemon lime twist. Maybe that is lemon lime twist. Okay, it is probably. Close enough. Okay. Because I was going to say, it looks more green than lemon, but it looked more garden greenish, or not garden, granny apple green, but it is lemon lime twist. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And there's the pool party color. Okay, love this paper. Okay, we'll see what now we'll do the dies and the ribbon and all that. We'll see what coordinates. Let me do the ribbon first because then I can get it out of the way. Because we'll probably might not use the ribbon for a possum, right? Oh my goodness, a possum. Yeah. Okay, here, that's the possum. Thank you. A possum with the camera. So in this, every time you have a suite of products, this is called Ribbon Duo Combo Pack. We'll put this in your kit. In the workshop series, right? So this is a little bit of lemon lime twist, and this is a little bit of petal pink. And it says that there's 10 yards of each. Usually when you get a combo pack, it says it usually just gives you 5 yards of each. But in this case, it's saying 10 yards of each. Actually, I can go ahead and rip the plastic off. I was going to do the other method of leaving it under there, but I'm going to use this for my kit. So let's go ahead and let's rip the plastic off. Okay, so we have this petal pink ribbon that's thicker, and then the lemon lime twist ribbon. So whenever you have a suite is what I say. You always have designer series paper, stamps, and dies, or stamps and punches or something. And then you always have like either ribbon, an embossing folder. You know, you always have other complemented items for the suite. So this is the whole suite. The dies, the stamp. So now it's time to open the dies because you've been looking at the stamps the whole time. And we're going to see what coordinates. The stamp, by the way, is a cling stamp set. I think this is going to be the most popular suite because some people like me are sick of flowers, and I think this is going to be the most popular suite in the catalog. Oh, my cuteness. Look at all this fun stuff. All right, let's grab the page with the alligator. All right, the alligator on a bicycle. We have alligator on a bicycle. We have it. Look at that. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. All right, so we're going to take, let's just go ahead and what I'm going to do is cut this paper in half. Right? And that way I preserve, instead of trying to cut down the middle of it, I can preserve some of this, you know, in case I use it for my designer series paper share. I don't want to use too much right now because I can't get any more till May 2nd. All right, we'll get rid of this piece. All right, so that fits. So will you guys just start thinking about what animal you want to put on the card we're going to make? Is it going to be the alligator? I'm just cutting this in half. Well, actually, before I cut it in half, let's see which dies. Okay, that might not be one. This is going to be okay, here it is. Okay, so we have a skunk with a bird on its head. All right, skunk with bird on head. Skunk with bird on head. I know we're just cutting the paper so we could see. I know I saw it, or was it on that same other sheet? We'll do this. Well, I'm just going to cut this sheet in half. Because we know the raccoon's going to fit with the balloons. That one's definitely going to fit. Okay, and we know the turtle's going to fit. Here, I think I found the skunk with the bird on the head. All right, here we go. I'm just cutting these both at once. This is an informal poll, guys. So we have skunk. We have, look at that. Skunk with the bird on the head. So these dies are just like going to be fitting everywhere. So we know the alligator works on the dies and the skunk works on the dies. And I'm thinking this one's going to work on the dies here. Look, this cat, dancing cat, is going to work here. Okay, so we could make a cat, or is it a tiger? Or no, wait, spots. No, tiger would have stripes. What kind of cat has the dots but not the stripes? Because tiger has stripes. Is it a cougar? Anyway, let me know what that animal is. Okay, or we want to do the alpaca. Oh my goodness. So far, so good. We're putting these right here. We know this. Here, we'll do this one. Here, we could do the raccoon with the balloons. I'm still looking for the alpaca knitting. We just might have to do them all. I could cut them out, but not make the card yet with it. And then we could just, as you guys are voting. 4 dies. 4 dies match. We're doing this one now. Cutting this. 5 dies match. And then, of course, the turtle's going to match, too. That's on one more sheet. Let's see. Did we already cut the pig paper? Here it is. Singing turtle. Singing turtle paper. Now, the ones that don't cut with the dies, maybe we could try our ScanNCut, because I think, like, that would cut out really easily. Like, say this bear would cut out really easily with the ScanNCut. There's no die because it has, you put a little pencil mark around the bottom if you want to keep those little hash marks in. And you could easily cut this out because there's a really clear, well-defined outline. So, I mean, I might just have to do that later today. Or no, actually I have enough other stuff to do later today, but let's not get distracted. But I'm going to do that soon, I think, play with that. So we got the alpaca, and then we got the singing turtle. And then, oops, like that. Sorry, you have to face it down, like the metal part. So the singing turtle. All right, just start voting. Turtle, alligator. I'll start cutting some of these, and I'll get out my painter's tape. But these 5 are one. We'll make a card with one. And then we have other dies, like this little curtain, it looks like. I'm thinking it's a curtain. You know, like to make, and this looks like a little stage, stuff you put on stage. Balloons, flowers, clouds, a tree, daisies, a banner. So this is fantastic right here because this will hold our sentiments. There you go. So I don't even need to send you that many dies when I do that workshop kit. Look, I do need to send you a die. When I say send you dies, one of the labors of love, one of the things I do, and I do this all the time for you guys, is I'm always getting dies ready for my in my bucket of crafty goodness. So maybe I would send you this die, like in your workshop kit, so that you could then have a little die to put that banner on. But then you already have this in your kit, so you already have one that will do your true wonderful and happy birthday. But I have a bunch of these little boxes. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, and you know, I just like to prepare ahead of time for my clubs, kits, workshop series, bingos. I do bingo events. I mean, there's things I always need die cuts, swaps, online courses that I teach. Home run. Love these dies. So excited. We'll start playing with them right now. We're going to start die cutting with them. And then I just want to just say a couple things about the stamp set, and then we'll, do that. So Zany Zoo stamp set is, and my kids meaning my second graders, not my actual kids, I happen to bring some ink with me, and I brought this with me because it just came right before I did career day yesterday for the second graders. I had this come in the mail, and I said, oh, let me bring that stamp set. And they absolutely loved it. They were like standing in line. They wanted to stamp twice. But I forgot my ink. I brought all these stamping blocks and forgot my ink, and all I gave them was the pebbled path. And they all shared the pebbled path. They didn't mess it up. It was very good. So we had a good time doing some stamping with them. All right, so let's put. I think we're not even gonna, for this card, I don't think we need to. We'll just do, let me see. I think I have your Too Wonderful on the stamp mount already. Because we can cut out so many cute animals for this card with the paper, we probably don't even need to stamp an animal. We might be able to stamp some little musical symbols, but we don't need to stamp an animal because there's already done. So here's what I'm saying. So I have this one. I gave them little sheets of paper already, and I told them, I'd just come up and stamp onto the paper. My papers I gave them were 3 inches by 2 inches. And I let everybody just come up and use the pebbled path and stamp. And then they used their colored pencils. I usually stamp on a piece of paper first, like a sticky note. Okay, it's coming out good before I do it on the actual paper. So they all got to use their colored pencils, and they wrote notes, and they put them inside the little envelopes they made. And just look how crisp and clear this is. It's a lot nicer, the cling stamp set, than it is when you get the photopolymer stamp sets. I just love cling stamp sets better. So I'm happy that this is a cling stamp set. So we'll get back to what sentiment we put on this later. Let's just start die cutting. Because I'm excited to play with this. So the die cutting sandwich, we're going to lift this up a little bit. And put the plates down. You always want to get your little bit of painter's tape if you have dies that are this precise. Okay, so the die cutting sandwich is base plate number 1, which is your base plate. See, it's a big thick plate. Plate number 2, which is your thin die adapter. Part of your sandwich. Let me make sure it's still in focus. 1 plate number 3. And then you're going to put down your paper. I'll just go ahead and cut these. We'll decide what we're going to put on the card later. We'll just go cut these out. Oop. Because they're so cute. I want to cut them all. Let's see. I lost my alpaca. The one die I picked up, I forgot. Oh, here it is. The the knitting alpaca. Now, if you do want the floor to be part of every little part of this paper, and you're going to cut it out, then you would need to put a little bit of painter's tape around, I mean, not painter's tape, a little bit of pencil mark around them. Just around the edges. I'm just putting a little bit of lint on my tape so that would cut out too. Outside part. I just love that every piece has a die that works with it. So that was brilliant. That was brilliant of the concept artist. You guys are my new favorite concept artists because they gave us useful dies. Dies that, so like this is the paper you want to stack up on. Because the paper, if you end up getting the stamp set, then sometimes stamp sets stay around for 2 years. Anywho, then you need another plate number 3 for the top of that, right? Stamp sets stay around for 2 years sometimes, especially if they're this popular and they're part of a suite. They usually stick around for the next catalog, but then the paper doesn't. So you're left with, oh my gosh, what a cute stamp set. And then the paper's gone away. So that's why I like to stock up. Like I stocked up on, I have a few packs of the Rain or Shine Designer Series paper because it goes with playing in the rain. Ugh. Doesn't get any cuter, guys. And alpaca knitting. All right, let's do the next one. We got the turtle singing. Let me get the dies over here. Mr. Turtle. So it looks like there's one die from each piece of paper. That's what I'm thinking. We'll just check it out. Let me use the one that's smaller. And then you have the little musical notes. I have a feeling that with this paper, I'm going to use the back side. The black side is the backgrounds. But for all these guys, I think I'm going to be cutting them all out. Like cutting them all out with the ScanNCut and cut them out with the dies. And just because they all need to be cut out. They're so cute. Okay, turtle singing. Super cute. Stick that there. Now we will try the alligator on a bicycle. Yeah, the lemon lime twist, I was really surprised it was that dark because I kind of remember it from before being a little bit more yellow. It's a good party color. It's a nice color. Happy color. And it's in the Brights collection and everything. Everything's cute on this page. Like, I mean, the duck on roller skates. The anteater on a unicycle. And this is not just for kids. So if you're thinking, oh, this is just for kids. No, it's just not just for kids. These are awesome for anybody. You know, friendship cards, making people happy. Okay, let's do the cat, dancing cat. See how I keep reusing the same piece of tape. Okay, let's see. Sometimes you don't want to cut the claws off. Okay, let's see what did we say what kind of cat this was. Let me go look at comments because I haven't looked at comments. A leopard, thank you. So the leopard with this, thank you. That's right. I've heard that expression. The leopard doesn't change its spots. Thank you for. Okay, so it's the dancing leopard. I know you've heard the expression like, you know, the tiger doesn't change its stripes. It's basically like people you know throughout life, like they never change. Oh my goodness. Hardly. So I'm not saying people can't change, but it's most likely they don't. Awesome. And this is the last piece. So yes, so it was, I did clarify. So I did figure out that one out of each, one piece of paper on each has one die that works with it. So like I said, the rest I'll be cutting out with the ScanNCut. I may even cut some of these out with that, but I just love that the die works with it. And the dies have a lot more things on them than just cutting out the critters and stamps. They have those extra elements. All right, so now I wasn't sure if you're voting on the leopard or if you were like telling me that it was a leopard, because I did ask you. Oh, did we miss one? Let's see. I thought there were 6 animals. Yep, we did. We missed the raccoon with the balloons. All right. We need the raccoon with the balloons. But it is on its own little sheet. I mean, it's so cute that you can color it, or you don't have to even. Like the balloons are colored. You don't even have to color the raccoon. I mean, you can if you want. Okay, yes, Sandy is here and says she loves the pig. Who doesn't love that pig? The pig is adorable. Alligator on the bicycle, Sandy's saying. Okay, possums. You guys are all talking about the different animals you love. The sheet has theme. Okay, yeah, the sheets have themes, Kathy's saying. Like dancing is a theme, outdoors, musical, skating, crafting. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I could tell there's a theme, and with all the animals doing something on the theme. So you could actually use some of the crafting stamps. Is it alpaca or llama? Now someone's asking, is it the llama or alpaca crocheting? Someone's saying it's an alpaca. You can hear the turtle singing happy birthday to you. That would be cute. Ermina's saying so cute. Okay, so you already used it in your class, Kathy? Way to go. Good for you. I'm glad you used it on your class. And Jen. All right, so there we go. Let's just vote here which one we're putting on our card. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. And then meanwhile, I'll take this. I'll just take one of these that has a good enough background to make for the background of the card. So like this is like whatever one has 4 inches. So while you guys vote, I'll just look. I mean, this is an informal vote. It's like how many want the same thing on the back of the card. So let's do. I'm just seeing which of these papers has 4 inches to bake as a card base, or 3.5. Let's say 3. This one here. Well, just this one doesn't have much. It has 3 1/4. So we'll probably use this with another pattern. In other words, I didn't have much for this, so we'll have to use a different one too. All right. Okay, this would be good together. So I'm going to use this one because I should have enough for 4 inches. So that's what right now. I'm just cutting these as you guys are doing that. Okay, 4, 3, 3 and 7, 3 3 3/4 by 5. I'm letting a little bit of the lime show, the lemon lime. And then this one will be, all right, what do you say? 3 1/4 by, yeah, something like that. I'm going to do something like that. I just grabbed some paper for the backgrounds. Now we'll figure out what to write on it. Okay, with the ScanNCut, cut it out with the cupcakes. I don't even see cupcakes. Is there a cupcake somewhere? Dun, 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 dun. Where are the cupcakes? Are we talking about a whole different... Oh, here's the cupcakes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good question. How did I miss the koala juggling cupcakes, guys? This is so friggin' awesome. Yes, so we need to do that with the ScanNCut. So you're going to take your pencil and you have to connect. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to connect. You got to make a line. And yes, it'll cut out with the cupcakes because you got to use the pencil trick to connect these as one. I mean, it's not that I didn't see it, but it was like it was a subconscious stuff. Does the elephant have a die? I don't think the elephant has a die. No, the elephant doesn't have a die. Okay, alligator on the bicycle, it looks like, right? I'm going to do alligator on the bicycle. So let's see. How do we want, if we're alligator's going to be on the bicycle, we want the paper this way. So we want the card to be vertical or horizontal. Let's see. Vertical or horizontal. Let's see. If the alligator's going to be on a bicycle, it'll fit either way. Okay, so do we want a horizontal card or a vertical card? Just vote. Either way, the papers will fit. And then I'm going to get a little bit of color for the background. I need a little splash for the back. I'm going to get a piece of cardstock for the back. Let's grab some pool party. Maybe not pool party. What was that? Because there's no, I'm thinking maybe petal pink. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The reason I'm saying that is because it'll kind of pull out the color of this little bouquet. So we'll just do that. We'll just do petal pink. But you know what? If I do pool party for some of the blending, what I could do for pool party is color the wheels in pool party. So that's what we'll do. We'll take out the... And by the way, I'm just using typical card sizes. We'll write them down for you if you want. So typical card bases. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just using 1/4 inch margins and just kind of cutting my little card layers. All right, so I'm thinking that behind there. Whether, it doesn't matter if I make it vertical or horizontal, I'm still going to put that little pool party behind there. Okay, we got Alec. Yeah, I mean, I kind of saw it, Lynn, subconsciously, but I didn't mention it. But I mean, now that you said the cupcakes, I didn't see you was juggling cupcake. I mean, I saw these animals, but I was overwhelmed by all the cuteness, right? All right, so vertical or horizontal card, we're deciding. And as you're deciding vertical or horizontal card, I'm getting the pool party. Because the little tires need a little bit of color. Right, so, I mean, this card needs a little bit more color. So let's see. I'm going to try the dark blend. I'm going to try the dark pool party. Right, maybe I'll put the dot in the light pool party. And I picked pool party because it is one of the coordinating colors. You don't just color your little critters random colors. Try to make them all coordinate. Okay, so that's good. And then maybe I'll put the lighter dot, this dot in the middle. Here. With the light pool party. I could go ahead and color the seat too. Okay, maybe this little part. All right, and then I'm thinking the little leaves need a little bit of lemon lime. I have a lemon lime twist. See, this is what I mean by this is lemon lime twist. See what I mean? By it's a little bit yellower, but let's go look at the new marker. I want to see if they changed the colors of the markers. I had them out here in a minute ago, just piling. Oh my goodness, there's paper everywhere. Where are my markers? Here we go. All right, so this is the new lemon lime twist marker. Okay, I was right. Okay, I was right. This is the old lemon lime twist marker. And this is the new, and if you guys don't believe me, look at the name right here. This is the new lemon lime twist marker. Because I was like, it used to be yellower. Now, I don't think the paper has changed color or anything, or the color has changed color. I'm just saying the cap matches now the truer color of what the lemon lime twist looks like. This new cap. So what I'm doing is, the reason I'm using a marker is because when you have tiny little leaves like that, it's really hard to do with the blends. So I'm doing it with the marker. Okay, the basket doesn't need to match like the rest of the scene. The basket can be crumb cake because crumb cake is a neutral color. So we'll just do a little light crumb cake basket on the bike. Give it some color. All right. I'm happy with this alligator on a bike. And we have not voted, I don't think, for the vertical or horizontal or just... So I'm going to make an executive decision. And I think I'm going to do it vertical because I prefer vertical cards. And if you did vote, I'm sorry I didn't see it because the comments go flying by so quick. So we're doing a vertical card. And I'll just kind of tell you the measurements. And they are... When you see me do like the basics, so your card is 8.5. Oh, sorry, 11. This one's 11 inches. Sorry, we're doing it this way. We're doing a vertical card. It's 11 inches. Oh, now I'm finally getting votes. Okay, I'm finally getting a vote of horizontal. I don't mind changing my mind. It's a mystery card. I'll change my mind and do horizontal. But this one, if we were going to do vertical, you got 11 inches by 4.25, right? But in this case, you have 8.5 inches by 5 and a half. Okay, so we'll just do horizontal because we're crafters. We're flexible. And I gotta stand on my tippy toes to make sure this is centered. So now that we know that the card size is a A2 card size, then the next layer you put on it is 5 1/4 by 4. That's, we're using petal pink, so it's horizontal. 5 1/4 by 4. And what I did is I just went down 1/4 inch each time. So next one I went, you know, I'll write it down for you. Oh, and by the way, if you want to scan and cut these or die cut these out before, like you use this as a card background because you're going to cover up this section anyway, you could salvage some critters, extra critters that way. If you want to get the most out of your paper. But paper's like $12 for, and you get a, you know, it's a very good price for the kind of ink that goes onto these and the coordination and the designs. Okay. So let's get this right here. Let's just write it. Let's just write it in here for you. So we have 5 1/4 by 4, and then we had 5 by 3 3/4. And then I think I went to 3. I think after that point I think I did this one much smaller. Yeah, see? I did that one much smaller. So let's check that out. Because I had to make this one smaller because of the way there was like dies on the back, and that's the only section I had. So let's see what size I made. So I made it 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So I went 4 1/2. It's raining where I'm at, if you can hear that. By 3 1/4. So this is DSP. I'm sorry, no, that wasn't DSP. This is petal pink. This was petal pink. Right over here. And then this was DSP. And this was DSP. All right, so that's how we did it. And it's kind of like, okay. This is how we do it. Now, before you attach your alligator, you have to decide what you're going to put on the card. So maybe this ribbon might look cute on the card. And we have to figure out where we're going to put our sentiment. So let's see. Put a little ribbon behind stuff here. Let's take a little snippies. Snip, snip, snip. Okay. Maybe I can even fray it if it lets me fray the ribbon. Sometimes you got to put them on top of each other to cut them better. I'm not going to put them on top of each other on the card, just to cut them better. Okay. I'm just using them because I can. You will get 1 yard of each in your kit. So you'll have plenty of ribbon to use. Okay, something like that. And we'll put a sentiment up there. We'll figure out what dye to use. So let's go like that. And let's stick. We're going to put the petal pink down below because the petal pink is closer to the green, like the lemon lime twist color, right? I'm going to put this one above it because the lemon lime twist is already overpowering this card. So we're putting this above the pink to break up the colors. I want the little lines going the same way as I do on the other part piece. So let's center that. See the angle of the ribbon? I want that to go the same way. So we got cute little ribbons back there. And that's where our sentiment will go. And now let's see what we want it to say. Let's find the stamp set and see what our choices are. We don't want to do birthday, I don't think. Here. It's something. I think this one. I'll just make an executive decision. You're too wonderful. Because I think it's not really a birthday card. It's just, and I can use it for anything else. So you're too wonderful. Let's see what kind of, from my bucket of crafty goodness. Oh, that one's already mounted. What I can do for the, let's move this over here. You know, what kind of die we can use. All right, so let's take this guy off and put him on here. I'm not thinking, I don't want to use Pebble Path. I want to use something that goes with this sleeve. So let's try to remember what goes with the suite. I can't remember now. Find the paper. Okay, we have pool party. We can't write in lemon lime twist. We could write in pumpkin pie. Yeah. You hear how loud this is, right? It's so super loud. This rain. All right, I'm just opening back up to my suite, but you can't see. What I'm doing is I'm going through my catalog, which I'm not allowed to show you on camera because I get in trouble by the snitches. No, just kidding. I wouldn't do it on purpose ever, but you still have. All right, we have crumb cake. Oh, crumb cake was one of the coordinating colors. How about that? Crumb cake was coordinating, and I used it for the basket, but I would have used it anyway. We have black, pumpkin pie, lemon lime twist, petal pink, and crumb cake. Pool party. All right. Pumpkin pie might be okay for a sentiment. We'll try it, but I'm thinking maybe black. So we'll try it though. I mean, it might be cool to have one more color in this card, but it might not be like dark enough. We'll see. If it's dark enough for a sentiment, we're using this one. Oh yeah, it'll work. All right, now that's a coordinating color. So now we need the little bucket of dyes. And we need to see what will fit on there. So let's see. I think one of these ovals maybe. Oh yeah, a stitched oval. But we need some pool party. So let's get some pool party. I'm totally making this up as I go along, guys. But you still need, you want your colors to coordinate. I need to tie in, there's not enough pool party in this card. There's only that little bit down there. And I might even make his little claws pumpkin pie just to do something fun. Just to tie in the pumpkin pie color. Or either his claws or this little part of the bike. Maybe I could do the bike seat and his claws. But I think I already did the bike seat. So we'll just do. Yeah. His little claws. Maybe the pedals. The pedals of the bike. All right. Pumpkin pie on this little oval. Where'd the oval go? Now, these ovals I got from, oh, let me think. It's this name of this thing, I think. It is, I think this is retiring too, guys. Mini pocket envelope dies. The mini pocket envelope dies. There's lots of cool dies in there, including this really cool stitched oval. I'm pretty sure, but, you know, hey, I might be wrong, right? Okay, I'm just putting a little pool party on here. On the bottom here. Or it could be the top. We'll see. Just trying to tie in the colors. So maybe the top. Yeah, the top. Ooh, it's coming out cute. Put that over there. And we'll do this. Oops. Put that over there. Okay, good. I probably should do this on the table here, not on my notepad, on a silicone mat. Hold it for a few seconds and see. It fits good. All right, good. So I like that pumpkin pie color. I'm just thinking I needed a little more pumpkin pie somewhere. I could do a couple stars, I could color a couple stars, or I could just sort of color this little part of the bike. Or I could just do the whole bike. How about that? I could do this part of I could do the bike frame. Because when you do have a color, you don't just pick a color just because it coordinates with the suite, right? Which is one reason to pick a color. Obviously, it's a good reason to pick a color. But you want to pick colors that you tie into other parts of your project. And I'm using the really thin side of this marker because it's a really fine work here. I mean, you could use the brush side, but it's a little bit, or maybe you could use the fine tip of your blends. All right, and now I'm gonna just go over the claws with a little bit of, I think I'll add crumb cake to the claws just so they don't blend right in with the big frame. Crumb cake. Let me get the dark crumb cake. Oh, this is so fun, not knowing how something's going to come out. So anyway, I'm redoing my claws. I've decided not to make them pumpkin pie. I'm covering them with dark crumb cake. just so they don't blend in with the bike a little bit. And I can, okay. But now I got that pumpkin pie, is what I'm saying. The color on the alligator matches or coordinates with the color on the sentiment. So now it's just a matter of just throwing some dimensionals on here. Ooh, how is this empty? It's all good. We don't worry about because I wasn't really done. Dimensionals you keep using until you're completely gone here. I even use the edges of my dimensionals. So kind of, you just want to do that. Put little ones on your tires so it's not wonky. So this is one of those workshop series that's going to take 2 months because there's so many cute critters, and we could do this like all day long with every different critter and the different combinations of background paper. Plus, I'm going to give you some other paper in your kit because I've been hoarding some of that flowers and more paper for you. We can use some of that and try different color palettes because this looks a lot like Parakeet Party, which is one of the colors in there. So, I mean, there's so much you could do with this set and different color combinations. And, I mean, it's just so fun. So I'm glad I'm doing the workshop series for 2 months because, all right, let's see. Do I put it over here? I'm just going to put it in the center because that's where the ribbon is. And Winkastella. I'm in my zone crafting, so I definitely, use pumpkin pie. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys voted. I already said petal pink. Oh, for the inking, I used a lot of petal pink already. So some people said wanted me to use petal pink, but I used it for back here. And I used it for the flowers, or it used it for the flowers and the ribbon. So we already used petal pink 3 times. We've used lemon lime twist 3 times. The alligator, the ribbon, and the back. We've used pumpkin pie here and here. That's twice. Pool party here and here. That's twice. So you always want to tie those other colors together. Okay. Hi, Linda is here from Stampcut and Create. Allows more room to showcase the stamp. Yeah, you're talking about those. Horizontal. That's why, okay, more people voted horizontal. You guys were actually right. I honestly say you were right about horizontal because the bike, it gives it a chance for the bicycling alligator on a bicycle to go riding forward into the sunset. And he would have been a little too tight if it was a vertical card. But I do love vertical cards better, but a little too tight. So this is going to go on my little feed today. I'll put this picture of this on my Instagram or my Facebook feed or something because it's a cute little card. Sneak peek of the new catalog. I'm just adding Winkastella as your final touch. And I don't ever add Winkastella to the sentiment itself. It'll smear all over the sentiment, right? But you can, whenever you have a stitched little oval, is you can take your Winkastella and put it all around the edge of your stitching. But don't put it on your sentiment. It'll smear. I've tried it before. Water-based ink smears all over the place. And one other way to tie in colors with this kind of paper, I was thinking it like, you could stick your, you could color in a few of these circles and tie in your colors that way. A few of these stars of the circle inside. All right, that's it. So I hope you like this suite as much as I do. I'm personally loving it. I think we've unboxed everything from the daisy paper and the countryside paper and the stamps and inks. And we are still not done all my unboxing. So what I want to give you a little bit of sneak peek is the next time I see you, I don't know when it'll be for my next unboxing, but very soon, you're going to get to see something called Beautiful Balloons Bundle and the something balloons. Here, let me see what it's called. Here, I'm just a sneak peek of the next part of the unboxing. We're going to make something with this. It's called the Bright and Beautiful Suite. Bright and Beautiful Suite. So that's what I'm going to unbox next. 48 sheets of 6x6 paper. A Beautiful Balloons bundle, which will be maybe in one of my future workshop series, and we will unbox that. So that's what's coming up next. I'm going to clean up the crafter math here of all what I did, and hope you like this. Thank you, Amina and Lynn, and let be these. Not sure what you mean. Hi, Kim. She wrote, let be these. All right, please give a like and subscribe if you're new here. Virginia, nice to see you. Okay, I got to see all you guys. Hopefully said hi to everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But thank you for voting Joyce with the alligator on the bicycle first. So that's why I did this card with the Wink Stella and everything. You can add some bling, a few little pearls or something in bling if you want to this card. I might go out and do that. You know, I might find a few little gems to add. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Thank you for watching. This is the Paper Chef. We'll see you for the next unboxing.